Welcome. This is Kelly A.G. with Kelly Stamps, or Stamping with Kelly. One's a group page, one is just a page. So, okay, I see I am live, and I'm going to just share this. So if you're joining me, I'll wait a minute because I know sometimes it takes a minute to to find me, or I don't know, sometimes I think Facebook was changing a little bit. So, okay, let me see. I'm going to try to share this to my group. Okay. Last week I couldn't find my group. So, and hopefully my internet, let's see, now this is, oh goodness. Spoke too soon. Let's see. I think they keep changing things, and it's like, I don't know, kind of crazy. But all right, I'm just got my computer set up, so I'm gonna try again to share to my group. So if you're not on one, you're on the other. And I don't know why it is letting me. Let's see. It's like completely blacked out. So if you're joining me, please say hello. Let me know you're here. Yeah, I don't know what is going on with this. I can't really see. My computer's kind of dark, so I don't know. If not, I'll have to share it after because it's not letting me do that. Okay, well, that's kind of strange. Oh, okay. I just keep going back to, hi, Donna. I don't know why I can't share this. This is kind of crazy. I've been hearing other people have been having trouble with even going live, so I don't know. I'll try it one more time. If not, I'm going to have to let's see. I will go and just do it later. Yep, I don't know why. It's just like it's dark. So, okay. Well, whatever. We'll get started and I'll just share it later. Okay. But let me see here. I'm going to just do this so I can see if you're joining me or not. Okay. I will share it after to my group. So what I'm working with today is, and we're going to make 3 beautiful cards. I was going to do a technique, but I didn't like the way it turned out. So I'll just show you samples of it. But we are using the Sun Prints, the Suite. I did order everything. I'm pretty sure I ordered everything, but I can't find my embossing folder. So now I'm starting to doubt myself. But anyways, I'm using the bundle and the paper, okay? So that was on page 91, in case you're kind of following along. But I wanted to show you this beautiful designer paper. I mean, this alone is just gorgeous. This was like a whole sheet that was in the first page that they showed. So I just took and I used a section of it. But so here's all the colors. I think it is gray granite, smoky, not smoky slate, the starry sky, night and navy, and I thought there was one more. But okay. Oh, so anywho, here is the stamp set that I'm using, and then all the dies. Oh, did you share it? Oh, Todd brought me his phone because I could not share it in my group. So there, awesome. Okay. I can still follow along here, so. All right. So the dies, and I really like this. I almost forgot to use like the little wreath thing. So I wanted to make sure I used that. And then this one for the sentiments is really, really nice. So, okay. So we will get going. I think my favorite one is Hello There. But I use that on a bunch of other things too. So I'm going to get rid of the paper here. And then stick around because I also did a swap, and I have some other samples as well. Okay. So my first card says Hello There, and it's just, I left it blank inside. But I don't know if you can see how that opens. I love the way that looks. When I seen this set, that's the first thing I thought about. And then this one, I actually might change it. I did the white embossing powder, but this is like a lot of stripes. So I actually have a white sheet, a scalloped, the scallop contour die that I might put on here. Okay, and then this one, it's kind of funny because I changed this one as well, because what I was trying to do is show you the designer paper. I don't know if you can see that, but then I wanted to use the wreath, and it kind of covered a lot of it. So I kind of was going to change this up a little bit, but if you're interested, I can give you the measurements of this, because if you do just the sentiment in the middle and don't cover it up, it's really a cool way to showcase the designer paper. Okay, so let's get started with card number 1. I need to just set these. Let's see, I gotta set these somewhere else, and hopefully I don't lose a die. All right, and I think I actually used a different paper for this one, but it doesn't matter. And you know, there's Night of Navy and the Starry Sky, and they are so similar. It is really hard to kind of tell, but you can see this is more Night of Navy, but I don't think it really matters. So, okay. So what I have here is the Starry Sky, and I took and just cut it like I normally do, the 5.5 by 8.5, scored it at 4 1/4, and what I did is I just sliced off 1 1/4 inches off the front there. Okay, and then I have a piece of white, the basic white, and this is 2 7/8 by 5 1/4, and then the designer paper, and you could actually use this side too if you really wanted to. But I think I'm going to go ahead and use this side. It wasn't too busy. So this is 2 3/4 by 5 1/8. So I'm just going to go ahead and layer them. Yeah, I really actually like that on there too. But I've heard that some of the demos actually are having trouble even getting on Facebook doing their lives. So I thought, oh goodness. I do have a YouTube channel. If you haven't joined it, I'd love if you did. It's Stamp with Kelly. And if you need a link, let me know. Oh, and I get all these emails on my computer. That's kind of crazy. And it blocks anything. So, okay. So what I do is just kind of fold that like that so I can line that up nice. That, or add your white first, but I kind of like to add the front first so I can line up my white paper as well. This way then you can get them so they're even, okay? Now if I use the little glue, it gives me a little wiggle room, but I guess it doesn't matter that much, but if you just kind of want to center it like that. Okay, so you can see how that lays. And then I already took and stamped them and cut them out, but I got to stamp my sentiment. So I'll just kind of show you how to go ahead and stamp this. When you have a bigger, then basically, I guess it doesn't matter. This one's almost about the same size, but I kind of like to ink it from the top. This way then, you know, it doesn't get all over the edge of your ink pad. So this one we're using Hello There. So I stamped 2 of them on your basic white, and then I cut them out. And then, let's see, I used Hello There. I finally put my labels on this morning, but I don't know if you can see the detail in here, but the embossing, it is absolutely stunning. So, hopefully I get it straight. I hope you're not seeing the top of my head. Nope, not too bad. Let me see. It looks like I got a little bit of something on there. Maybe I picked up a little hair from my I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing on there. From my ink pad, it looked like there was a little piece of hair. Okay, we'll try this again. That's why I always cut 2 out. Lots of times, honestly, with these, because they're so tight, I actually like to stamp first and then go ahead and run it through the Big Shot with the die. So what I did is I just took and kind of put glue on the part that's going to be on this side, okay? So I'm going to just do that. And they do kind of overlap. You can possibly cut out a little if you want, or cut the bottom of one up, but I didn't think that was necessary. Okay. You just don't want to go any higher than the card. Okay, make sure there's no glue on the back sticking. And then this one, it kind of went out a little bit. I don't know what it is about this flower. This one I really, really like. Okay. There, that's all there is to this card. This is a very simple card. Simple, but I think it's elegant. Okay, so I'm going to pop up the sentiment. So my daughter's baby shower went really well. A lot of work. I had to decorate all those cookies. They turned out pretty good, but oh, I told Todd I never want to do that again. So a lot of work. So, but they did turn out really pretty. So good morning, Carol. I'm glad you're joining me. Oh, my hello there isn't quite straight, but that's okay. I don't think anyone's going to notice but me. So, and I'm just going to go ahead and use the ink color embellishments. Oops. Just to dress it up a little. I guess right there. Okay. So that is actually our first card, and how simple is that? Just using the designer paper, and then you can write whatever you want. You can stamp a flower in here if you'd like, just off to the side. But I don't know if I'd do it here because I really like the way that looks with just, you know, leaving it plain. So I guess if you did stamp it, I'd do it maybe in here. Okay, so card number 1. Yeah, this card is just so... Oh, where are the pictures? You know what? I'll share some. I kind of forgot. It's been a busy week, and to be honest with you, the older I get, it took me a few days to kind of recover because it was like, ugh. I think what it is it's not all the cooking and everything. It was the driving. So, because that was the 3rd week and we went back home. So, a little crazy, but it all worked out. Okay, so card number 2 with the embossing. Now you guys tell me what you think. I was just quickly going to show you. I'm sure you probably all know how to emboss, but some people may not. So I'll just do a quick couple leaves or flowers, whatever. And this is pretty tight. So I got my Starry Sky, and then this is it's 5.5 by 8.5. So I got a piece of white that is 4 by 5.25, and my designer paper is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So it's just 1/8 of an inch shorter. Got my inside of my card. So what I did is I thought I would maybe put this on here, and we can go ahead and see. But I think that'll just kind of soften it a little bit, because it was pretty bright, but I don't know. It's hard to say. I do really like that. Any thoughts? Do you guys like it better without the white or with the white? We'll maybe do one with the white, and then we'll leave this one the way it is, and then we'll go from there. Okay? So let me show you the embossing part. So I got my Starry Sky, and I'll just do one. I mean, you guys know. And I did do my hello there and then cut it out. So let me go ahead and clean the big one. This has got so much detail in the stamp itself that it's actually kind of, you got to almost take and bend your chamois to get all the ink out. But it is just, it's just beautiful. So I could think of a lot of things I'd like to do with this, but okay. I got my little embossing buddy here, which we don't sell anymore, but I think you can get them anywhere. Oh, I don't know about anywhere, but you know, probably any other craft store. I wish we did sell them. I don't know why we still emboss. So let's get the powder off there. So I'm using Versamark ink and just pressing down, but you can't really see it. You can a little bit because of the color, but and you guys are gonna laugh at me, but all my stuff's put away, so I'm just using a paper plate to put my white. Yeah, I think the white sets it out too, so we'll see once we get finished. But okay, so you just tapped it off, and you can see the powder on there. I think the very, very first time I embossed, I laughed because I thought I was doing it right. Nobody really showed me how. So let me tell you, you learn. But my my powder, when I went like this, came right off. So I'm going to go ahead. It's going to be a little noisy because of the heat gun. I'm going to get it warm. Might take a second too. But you'll be able to see it start to change. I kind of just hold it on there till it starts to change and then start moving it around. Everyone does it different. Some do it from the bottom, but this is so striking on this dark color with the white. And then you can go ahead and just cut it out. And same with the sentiment. I think it's easier to stamp it and then cut it out. So when you look at it sideways or whatever, you'll see if it's not shiny and bright. But I think we are good. Yep. So you got to let it kind of cool. I shouldn't be touching it. So then I just used a die and cut it out. And I had cut out, you know, a few different flowers. So, okay. But if you got any questions about that, just let me know and I'd be happy to answer them for you. Okay. So I'm going to keep that for my inside. We'll fold this in half. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I'm drawn to that paper. It's just, it's very pretty. And look at this paper. That's kind of cool too, but I thought, I don't know, I see more of like the Pacific Point. That's the other color that is in this set, which they don't really use a lot of, so it's kind of nice to see. And I bet that would be really sharp on that. So there's just a little edge here, so you want to kind of get it hopefully straight here. Not too bad, but I got too much tape on there to try to tear it off. I'm gonna put this side here. I got a little edge here, and I could trim that off, but it's fine. A little more of an edge than what I want. Okay, so let's put that on there. I'm going to pop up the sentiment, so I'm not going to pop this up. Carol, I just mailed your embellishments yesterday, so hopefully you'll get them this week from the other Facebook Live. So, okay, so there, and I think that'll work out just fine. We'll kind of just layer and see how. Kind of like that there. And these little sprigs are really cute too, just to do, to kind of set it off. But all right, I'm going to go ahead, and I'm sure I just, nope, I think I did pop up these. I popped up these three, and then I put in the color. So sorry about that. I thought I just popped up the other things. I gotta pop these little things out. Okay. So let's put some dimensionals on here. Sarah did such a beautiful job decorating for the shower. Oh my gosh. Hopefully I can kind of zoom in on some of the stuff she did. Really, it just was awesome. I don't know how she did it, but she had in a picture frame. Well, it wasn't a picture. She just used the glass. I take that back. But she had, I don't know if she painted one side. I got to ask her again. But it was, she had it like, you know, welcome to the baby shower and the date of the baby, and but it was just, it's really cool. I don't know, she's very clever. Okay, let's see if I can get one more in here. I usually go crazy with these, don't I? And okay, so now with this is what I glued, so we're just going to kind of try to tuck them in to fill it in a little bit. And I'm just going to kind of do more of the bottom. Let's see if I can get them tucked in. Might have to trim this one off. I think I'm going to just a little bit because I got quite a few dimensionals there. I thought my dog was going to be barking at the birds this morning, but I think she's finally laying down. She keeps hearing the crows and she's barking like crazy. But all right. I was going to use too my next card with the Knight of Navy cardstock, but I don't know, I like this color. I think this color is just perfect for this. There. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is pop up the hello there. I don't know, which ones are you guys liking? I'm actually kind of liking this one, I think. The top one that I had. And let's see, hello there. I gotta kind of watch where I'm putting all these dimensionals because it's kind of, this is popped up, so I don't know, it's a toss-up. Okay, let's get some little embellishments on there. I don't know, I really think I still like that one the best. But let me know your thoughts. And you know, I'm going to put a little embellishment down here to kind of soften that. There. Sorry, my allergies are kind of kicking my butt this week. All right, I'm going to put this in here. I think I did just stamp a flower in there. Let's see here. I don't know if I want to do that one, or I may do, let's see, I'm going to just use this. I'm going to actually use the bigger flower. There, that's pretty. Okay. So I got that for the inside, and then you can write whatever you want. And even though it's a hello there, you can still like stamp happy birthday, and write a note. It doesn't matter. Or thinking of you. It's nice to be prepared. You like the blue one better too. So, yeah, I just think it really pops, but I don't know. I just thought I'd try it, but yeah, I have to say I like that one better too, but now we know. So, okay, so that's card number 2. So, this is card number 3. I didn't even stamp anything inside, but let me show you how I think we will change this one. Do you love when you have a moment after you've done a card and you're thinking, you're just sitting there and going, okay, I need to change that. But what I did on this one is, because this to me almost looks not like crumb cake, but it is that gray granite, which to me is a little bit of gray and the crumb cake, but it's this paper, and I actually stamped right on it. So it's your designer paper, and then I cut things out. So I'm just going to show you with the big flower. So I just stamped that. And then let's see what else. I think, oh, I stamped a few other things, but I didn't use them. Or I didn't think I was going to use them because I thought it was almost too much. But there's that one. And then the little thing that's like with the embossing folder, the little fern. So that's that. And then you can cut that right out. And then I think definitely, I even did the sentiment on it. And it almost looks like there's some little writing on there, but I'm not sure. But and then I took and used my thing to cut it out. It was much easier to line up. So, okay. Just like that. So, made it pretty easy. But if your designer paper is light enough, then it's easy to cut it out, okay? And we all kind of hoard it, so you might as well use it. So it would have been kind of nice to run this big piece with the fern or through any embossing folder, I guess. But I didn't, so I won't, but I just have another sheet of the Starry Sky. The 5.5 by 8.5. So, and I think I cut this paper wrong because the writing looks like it's that way. So let's see. No, maybe not. I was putting this card like this. So let's see. Got to be careful with that when you see that. So this piece is, I think I got this 4 by 5.1/8, and then just an 1/8 of an inch shorter for the designer paper. And I could, if I really wanted to, I could pop this up, which would look really nice. And you know what? I think I'm going to, because I didn't really pop anything up except the sentiment. So let me see here. I'm going to do that, since I'm doing color on color. Something a little different. And we'll put one in the middle there. When I did this design, this layout with the pattern paper, we did it for one of the classes in the retreat with the He's All That, I think it was, with the barbecue one. It was really nice. It kind of really showcased the designer paper, but I only had something in the center, so it made a big difference. And that's kind of what I was starting out with, but it didn't end up that way. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, this is the little wreath thing that it cuts out. And I should have probably cut out a few of these little flowers in the gray granite. I wasn't thinking when I was doing this last night, but... And there's no right or wrong way to this. But I even thought, like on this one, because of the paper, I actually put these flowers behind it, but I think I'm going to put it in front to kind of soften it. And then I had, let's see, I had cut some other ones, but I'm not sure I want to use them. Let's just see here. This is kind of just throwing it together. Okay. Maybe we will use, I also like 2 in here. It's kind of fun to play around, isn't it? Kind of stick that behind there. And then I cut a piece of this paper, the striped paper. And I'm not sure if I'm going to go on top or behind. I may go behind, because then I kind of wanted to offset that. When I put this down, I thought it was like paper on paper, like you couldn't really see that, but let me see here. If I pop that up, maybe that way. And then I got some ribbon I could put on there. So, okay, what do you guys think? Do you think you'll like that? Let's just try it. We'll start putting it together. The only thing I could see is if I like this better on top. Could always do something like that, but let's just go ahead and put it down. We'll work with it. We're going to kind of wing it today. I'd like to kind of I usually don't glue anything down till I know how I want it, because sometimes it's just the designer paper itself you don't like, or okay. I really don't think with this kind of wreath, you don't really have to do a whole lot. So, I think maybe I'm just going to kind of keep it simple and just use, well, let's see. Maybe that instead of this. That's almost kind of big, so that, or I could just do this. That may work too. And then we'll put this right over top. I think that's what we're going to do. It's kind of funny. Usually I don't do that. But I kind of put it up a little higher. Sometimes it's fun just to kind of create together. I should get back into my mystery stamp, and I kind of really miss doing that. That was always fun. Just kind of spreading that around. See, now I think if I would have done the gray granite, that would have popped a little bit more, so I probably would have liked that better. Just kind of putting that right over top. And what I'm going to do is pop up the sentiment. And I could have cut another darker background for this and put behind it, but I didn't. Thought about that. You know what? I think I'm going to just do that. And then I have a, instead of using the twine, I thought about using the bow, and I did a double bow, and I think I'm going to put that right there. Yeah, I think I like that. What do you guys think? Let me do a couple embellishments, because that always kind of sets it, kind of finishes it. These two colors to me look so similar. I mean, the paper doesn't, but the embellishments do. So I figured I'd just pick from either one. But you know what? I think I really like that. And I kind of like how that sticks out a little bit. Oops, lost my embellishment. I must not have the little glue dot. Let's see if I can find it. Got one there. Yep. I need my little pick too. I know I got it. There. Okay. I think it's on there. If not, you can use a little glue. So, which one do you think you like better? The first one or the second one? I think I actually like this one better. So I think we're going to go with this one. And then I did put an inside in there, but let's see. Since I'm using this one, let's go with this one. I need my little white paper here because I'm going to do a couple maybe. There. So plenty of room to write a note. So used to using my glue. I don't know why, it just seems quicker, but so I think we're supposed to get rain today. I thought for sure it would be raining while I did my Facebook Live. It likes to do that. Yeah, I really am pleased at how that turned out. So hopefully you guys like it too. So here's all the cards that I did today. And I guess I can put them together. But don't forget that if you know of anyone who wants to join our team, you know that the special ends the end of the month. So just so you know that. Oh, and I was going to show you, this is the, I was trying to do the, I believe it's the Joseph coat or whatever, where you do the black on the clear embossing. But this is what I had done. I was trying to do the colors that went with this, and this one's not too bad, but I didn't like how that turned out. So that's why I just thought, okay, I'm not even doing that. But I just wanted to show you, because when you do that, it's better for like the fuller, like the what's the word that I'm looking for, the ones that are the main design, like just not the outline. So, but anywho, so that was not a good thing. So we skipped that and we just went with the designer paper. But these cards, I took out of the envelopes. So I feel really bad because I can't even tell you who made them. But I'm going to just show you their, when does the mini book, I think, Solid Image, thank you, Carol. I think, is it the end of June, Donna, or the June 3rd? I'm not 100% sure. But this is just real simple. This is that folder, and they just used a couple different colors, and they did emboss, and they used some different embellishments. So there's one card. I really do like this card. This is simple too. They did use a little wink of Stella there, just the squares in that folder. And they did just stamp a little leaf in there. Sometimes when you do swaps, you never know what you're going to get. But this is another one using that paper and in those frames that I like so well. But just simple but pretty. And then this one, I don't know where this paper's from. I have no idea. So kind of different, just with the black. So you don't have to, if you're using the designer paper that goes with it, then of course you got to use those colors. But if you don't, you can change it up, like even this one. They just stamped, oh gosh, I don't even know these colors anymore. This is the Parakeet Party, I think. But I got a, I don't know why. You think I know all the colors by heart, but now this one, I really like this one because I'm thinking this is a paper and they just stamped on it, but then they used that blobby stamp set that I didn't use, and I was going to use it. So I like that just because it looks like splatter. So, but that's really cool. I love that paper too. Now here's a different design, simple but pretty, where they made their own designer paper with the color they're using. And this one I like too. This is kind of a favorite. They took and stamped, you know, there, so it looks like it all blends together. And that's, I don't even know if that's French or what it is. And then here's one, very simple, but I like it. They used a different embossing folder. And then same with this one. They used crumb cake. They used the twine, made their own little lines in there, scored it. So simple but pretty. So, and then there's this one. This one was kind of different too. So they got a belly band, and then it folds like this. And oh, there was a little piece of ink on there, and I tried to get that off, which, you know, shame on me. I did an eraser and made it worse than ever. So, but this is just looks like a 4 1/4 by 11 and just scored differently. So maybe I'll have to make one of these cards, but I kind of like how it lays. So, okay. But those are the cards that I got for this suite. So I hope you enjoyed them. And I will repost the new cards I did, okay? But I do think, or at least, I know I can post both of these. Maybe we'll have a little thing who, see which one you guys like better, okay? All right, guys, we will see you next Wednesday. Thank you so much, and hopefully you guys get this set and work with it. And if you do, please post. I'd like to see what you do too, okay? Have a great weekend. If you got any questions, just let me know, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.